Is it possible for a husband to rape the wife? That's the question we're going to be asking you today on the program. And we shall be talking to about the 20th of May. And on this program, we shall be receiving Blanche BAILLY and EDITH, WALLA, the president of a CPP political party. The party said they are not going to be celebrating the 20th of May. We're having papers too on the program. You're welcome. It's Canada English and Obusi. Hey, Senator KLETUS, Ekona boy. Emmanuel.
Senator.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
How
Senator.
now?
I'm very fine.
Yeah. How was the night?
It was
How is
splendid.
she?
She's waxing stronger and stronger.
Okay. Thank God for you. Etundi,
Yes, Senator.
should I clap for you or? Okay.
I don't know why.
Just clapping.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
The night was good and the day too.
Uh-huh.
The morning too.
Yes. So, how is she?
They are all fine.
Let's clap for Etundi. They are all fine. This is a proud polygamist. Etundi, we'll be coming to the rundown of the program. I just said we'll be having papers on the program and our talking point, but you have to tell us the other stuff we'll be having on the program and announce already our guest. Eposi,
Senator?
on the 11th of February, did you celebrate well?
No.
It inspired you?
No.
I'm talking of your hairdo.
Yes.
Bob Marley,
Mm-hmm.
what was it to you?
My classmate back in school, primary
back
school.
in school,
Yes.
where you used to dream.
Yes.
So it's my 16 boy,
No, I was in
Mutengen, eh?
Yes.
So it's Mutangen.
No, it's cool.
You know,
Cham.
We call it in proper English Mutangen.
Okay,
Yeah,
Mutangen.
Mutangen. You have the hot news,
Yes,
you
yes,
sports, Etuni gossip. Now, Etuni,
Yes.
apart from the gossip, the hot news, what other stuff are we going to be having on the program?
We're going to have a special guest, as you said already, and we're going to have
special
images,
guest. Thank
interesting videos that we want to share with you, educative ones, and
Yes.
funny videos too.
Eposi, let me begin with you. What's the theme of the 20th May this year? The camera to Eposi, please. Let's see how. Yeah, what's the theme?
It's all centered on national unity and
What is the
integration.
theme? What is the theme? Thank you. Emmanuel, what's the theme of this day celebration?
I can just give a summary of it. I cannot give it details.
So you don't know?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know.
But it's all right.
Etundi,
Yes.
what's the theme?
A resume, it's all about...
No resume, the theme.
It's very long,
I know the
so
summary.
very long and difficult to understand.
Very long,
And
yeah.
difficult to understand.
What does that day represent to you, the 20th of May? Eposi.
Where Cameroonians are one, like unity. Yes, all of us are supposed to.
So
be
why
one.
are we celebrating the 20th of May?
There's no need celebrating.
Why are we? That's the question.
To
It's
keep
not
on
like
reminding
must we.
ourselves, keep on reminding
What
ourselves.
happened that day? Okay, let me put it that way.
Southern Cameroons
Terrible.
Join.
joined the Republic of Cameroon.
Sounding Patrick, this is the extent of the introduction of this program. Put it on social media. Etundi,
Yes, it's-
what are we and why are we celebrating?
we are celebrating unity.
Unity. What happened
When
on
the,
the 20th?
when the Anglophone part of
Yeah,
Cameroon
joined the
decided
Francophone.
to join the Francophone.
Emmanuel, what are we celebrating and why are we celebrating?
The 20th of May 1972 is when we actually changed from the federal state to the unity state. Yes, so that's why we celebrate that
Can
unity.
you clap for Emmanuel? It has nothing to do with reunification. It's when President Amadou Ahidjo said to the people, I don't know if it's true or not, said federalism or federal two state managing two states was very expensive, and had to come with a referendum so that we should vote to leave the federal state to a unitary state. So we are celebrating a referendum, and some people are saying that the wife of President Amadou Ahidjo was born on the 20th of May. That is why he decided that that referendum should be on that day, so that should I'm talking of Germain Ahidjo. Another said when they discovered that there was petrol in the southwest region, the French experts told President Amadou Ahidjo that if you continue with federalism, these guys will start telling you that petrol and this and that. So let's go into a unitary system of governance. That's why the Post newspaper today is talking about a scam that happened on the 20th of May 1972. But if you ask my opinion, I want us to celebrate the 1st of October because the two Cameroons came together. It's reunification, much more important than a referendum. Yeah, a referendum. We're already won. So we're in a federal system of governance. Kawala will be talking to us about this the celebration of this year. I want to know from her too if she knows the team. I'm sure she's going to tell Mr. KLETUS I don't care about, about the team. So, do you celebrate?
Yes.
Have you been celebrating?
I've been celebrating.
When last did you go and march on the 20th of May?
I marched for the CPDM.
Yeah, when last?
In
Who cares?
2005. Yeah, 2000. Yes, I just wanted.
That was 2005. They gave you how much?
1,000 francs.
1,000 francs. That was in your own airport. So how much did they give you when last you marched?
No, I marched when I was in high school.
When you were in high school?
Yes, opposite.
They didn't
Since
give you
then, I've not
Alaska,
marched.
They didn't give you yogurt?
No, nothing.
puffballs,
I was marching for an establishment, not for any party.
GHS, what?
PGSS Limbe.
Senator, I also marched for FSNC. Mr. Chiroma, you know when you're in university, you need to have.
Yeah, they give you money. They're like those who study in Yaoundé.
No.
Most of the guys you see marching on the 20th of May in Yaoundé at the 20th May Boulevard, they don't belong to any political party. Most of them are students. They go there, they collect. They are 2,000, 1,000 francs. I think that's the reason why some political parties are even questioning the raison d'être for civilians to go and march that day. Generally, it's as a military parade in other countries. When we talk about National Day in France on the 14th of July, it's a military parade. In other countries, it's a military parade. In Nigeria, I think it's a military parade. And the theme of this year is around the army. So the army should be. Emmanuel,
Should be celebrated.
no, they should parade.
Parade,
The army should parade.
Yeah, rallying behind the army.
You.
community.
Tell us, when last did you?
Oh, I did that when my first year in the University of Boya, 2014. I said, at least let me march with the university. Let me celebrate this day with the university. So I marched. We're taking up to
was,
Bomo Square. Yes, 2014.
1990.
That was in 2014.
2014,
Yes, we
okay,
got to
yesterday,
Bomo Square. We marched and we're giving 2,500 francs each at the end of the march.
2,500
Yeah,
francs each.
plus drinks.
The monetary part of this thing, if really we're in unity as they pretend, why should they be giving money to people to go and march?
Because
To encourage it.
you can't force people to march. So if somebody says they
It
really
should be
want to,
voluntary. If you should be voluntary.
no, voluntary under the sun, Senator, for crying out loud. No,
If
I
you are a
should
student,
I should
for
be on my
example,
bed
you will not ask
resting.
money.
No,
If you are people,
we
you
have
will not ask
other
money.
students have preoccupations.
Yeah.
People have things they do. So telling
So
somebody
the
to come
country
and
should
march.
pay you to come and
Yes,
march.
you should pay me to march.
Okay, now where's
You're
unity?
wasting my
Where's
time.
unity?
No, it's not about unity.
Love for country.
What's the love
We
for
could
a
meet. We could
nation?
meet later. We could meet after the march pass and
The
share
love
something.
for
That's the
your nation.
unity.
Yes,
Yes.
they're not going to
Not
parade.
going to parade.
What do you think? You went there, you collected money.
I went
Yeah,
for money.
Yeah, you went for money.
I
then.
went for money. I had no other reason.
Then
than
unity.
money.
It's a national day.
It's a national day, but what was really happening there, I saw no unity. I saw tribalism, even in the
Tribalism,
ranks of
nepotism.
this
So you
of
just
this
went to
party.
collect your
I
money.
just went to collect money.
Yeah. And then you collected 2,500 francs in Boya, and he was in Yaoundé. He collected 2,000 and 1,000
2014
for Isa Chiroma's party.
party.
Okay. You, why did they give you
They gave
2,500
like
francs?
opposite just said, in the University of
No,
Boya.
you, why did they give you that
Okay,
money?
they gave us the money because they thought that we could have snacks after they standing in the sun for a long time. We should just take and have snacks.
Where is that money coming from? That's the question I'm asking.
They call it money for snacks. That's what they said. They are giving us money for snacks. They said that they are not like bribing us or compensating us for that, but it's snacks.
Okay,
That's what
we
they
shall
said.
be talking about a divisional officer in the littoral region who is in like wanting to force people to go and march. He's not promising any money for snacks. He said, people, you must come and march. And I even read that in some part of the Northwest region, there's a senior divisional officer that's even ordering people to come and parade that day. It's going to be on a Saturday. Our talking point, should date rape be a lower offense than rape? A lady first.
Should date rape
Yeah.
be a lower affair?
Offense.
Offense.
Yeah. And rape?
Yes, it should be. It should be, because I don't, as a woman, you know, I have my dignity, I have my pride. So even if you're married to me, you should have a consent before anything takes place. If not, I consider it as rape.
You consider it as rape. But
Yes.
let me explain. Date rape means you woo a lady, you go out, for example, and then she comes to your house. You're dating, and then you rape that girl, your girlfriend. You ask her the thing that she want to give you, and then you just take it by force.
That's why I said
that's rape. Now, rape now in the other way is like you don't know the girl. You don't know the girl.
You might-
Etundi sees
you
you.
might even know
Sorry,
her
not
dress.
Etundi. Is such a nice Manuel. And then that's That's the stuff.
Senator, it's a terrible situation.
Which one is grievous to you?
The rape itself.
The rape.
Yes.
But
to
the
me.
date rape is, it can be mild.
It's a little bit
Yeah.
smart.
That
and
is,
better and preferable.
That is, I watched a comedy and OK Bakassi was like, okay, you say the guy raped you. You drank, you ate,
You removed your
3
shoes.
o'clock in the morning, not 3 o'clock in the morning. You went to his place, you took your bath, you removed your dress, you took his t-shirt on you, and then he's asking you, you're denying. You're on his bed, not on his bed. That he said that's wickedness.
No, it's not wicked.
That if you go to the police will ask you, did you drink? Did you eat? You say, yeah. You went to his house. Did you go to the stranger's room? You say, no, I did not go to the stranger's room. You took your bath. You were naked, right? And then you see these guys, the guy raped you. Ah, you are wicked too. African police. Then in Europe they'll say, longer, come here. Huh? What did you okay. Etude,
Yes,
your opinion about that?
I think dating somebody means you can have sex with the person anytime and anywhere in all the positions you want. Yes.
Yeah. Let's no.
There is nothing
I'm
like
all
rape.
ears.
There is
I'm
nothing.
getting you.
I don't think there is. We can talk
Date
about
rape.
rape in such situations.
Yeah.
So I see, but there should be how they call it situations, attenuating attenuating circumstances when it comes to judge somebody who rapes in a date and somebody who just raped who just raped as
So
in a normal way.
you
So
don't really
I
see
think
date raping as grievous.
no,
There's
it's not.
nothing
It's
bad.
not. It's not
too
grievous.
bad in that.
It's not too bad
Because
it's bad. It is
might
bad.
be you
Bad
you
behavior.
might
had
be
sex
bad.
before you're dating.
Yeah, it might
Yeah.
be bad, but not as bad as the rape itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, can we say somebody a man can a man rape the wife?
No.
No. Eposi,
Yes, Senator.
explain to us.
A man can rape his wife when
What
the wife
does the Bible
when
say?
the wife is not ready to give. Don't tell me what the Bible says, Senator.
No, just a question. I'm asking you what to judge.
Senator,
I'm not telling
no, we're
you.
talking about reality.
I'm not Pastor Caleb here. I'm just asking you what the Bible says.
No, Senator.
Are you a Christian?
Yes, I
Animist
am.
or
No,
Christian?
I
Okay.
I am, but please let's not bring Christianity too much in this. This is the reality of life. A man can rape his wife. There are times when a woman, you don't feel like wanting to have sex with your husband.
We are husbands.
Yes.
Yes.
And he wants.
And he forced you. Call
Yes,
it rape.
it's rape.
You go to the
I will
court.
carry you to court for crying out loud.
No, even our Lord denies there's nothing like raping in.
You have to prove the point because you have to catch the thing
Yes.
in the thing. So
Yeah.
that, because saying that you rape is just simple. Now, Emmanuel, can they say you raped your wife or your girlfriend?
Yes, Senator, rape is a crime. Rape is rape. But the fact that you force yourself on a girl, no matter the fact that you are dating, is no excuse. Because the point is that there's a circumstance, if the girl doesn't want it, it's still a crime for you to force yourself. When you are doing it against that girl's wish, it's still rape. And I think
So should it be milder, the sanctions
Yes,
against date rape or rape?
Yeah, for date rape, I think the sanction should be more lenient, given the fact that you have been together and you are not new.
Maybe
in
you
that
had it
place.
before.
Maybe you were pushed to the wall or something like that.
This
But
one is stronger. We can't be pushed there.
but that one of getting to see a neutral person that you don't know and you just get to that person rape, that one is, to me, that one is more than murder. You should be sent in for it to hard labor.
Okay, let's have some funny pictures. We'll be having the funny pictures. Yeah, this. Wow. Any comment?
$100,000 million.
That is a poster. Yes, poster.
A picture speaks 1,000 words.
Yeah, it speaks volume.
$1 billion.
Oh. You know, posters like the one we in the primary school used to take pictures like this now.
Wow.
Especially young girls there.
It's so
Why would
nice.
they don't have begin test them? The second picture. See that chicken. Don't drunk. Christmas chicken. No, that beer. Remove it, please. Don't do publicity for that company. And then the last one, Patrick. Let's have the last one. No, this is not the last one. The military man is threatening that guy with. Wow.
It's not even. It's a statue. It's not a military man.
Okay, this is the one I wanted us to comment. GC on promotion. Come and write. Tell it's for free. They ask you to tell your grandma, grandpa, and everybody.
Wow, it's very funny.
Yes, it's true. What they are saying there is actually what is happening.
Yes.
What is happening.
That's true.
If you want to go and write a GC, you just go and sit for it. There is, you don't need to register. That's exactly what is.
That's why this guy is doing the promotion.
Yes. So they just failed to put it in this way because normally that's how.
The minister was supposed to announce it this way.
Announce it this way with the dates and the stuff.
GC on promotion.
On promotion.
Yeah. Wow. But everybody can go and write now. So your comments, Eposi.
No, I'm in support of it.
They should do promotion for the
Yes,
GC.
promotion.
So that people should come and write.
Yes, that's how it was supposed to be done now. In all centers, they just put in front of the gate. GC on promotion everywhere.
Emmanuel.
That's true, Senator. After all, the minister himself actually made a comment that those who are not
He inspired this guy.
Because he said that those who are not yet registered,
come and write.
there's a special center for them. So it means that, in other words,
It's on promotion.
It's a free writing for all.
And also for Cameroon. Food for thought. Let's have our food for thought. The key to eating healthy: avoid any food that has a TV commercial, plus a man who has to beg his wife for sex has a night to cheat. Yes or no? The key to eating healthy: avoid any food that has a TV commercial.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
You go to supermarkets a lot? You?
Yes,
You love supermarkets?
I loved supermarkets.
Since when?
Since when you said, until the day you said you started saying funny things about the yogurt.
No. It's not funny for sure. I have a friend who's a medical doctor, Philippe Ebune. It's clear he came here with a voluminous book, The Secrets of Health. What medics are hiding from us. And if you read there, you will be very careful with what you do. Why should we go for commercials? Food is a necessity. Do you understand it?
Yeah, I understand the point there.
Yes. Why should they do promotion for food?
Because they do that to sell their business.
You must eat.
You must eat,
to
of
live.
course. And most of the time, those things on promo, what they use, the condition that they process them, the fatty stuff in
Some
it.
chemicals.
Yes, when you take them, my God, you know the
Eposi, you are a fan of supermarkets.
No, Senator, I don't go to those places now. I prefer markets where you go and buy the raw food itself and you go to the house and cook. True. Yes, I'm not really into all of this.
I used to be a fan of supermarkets. 2001 here in WALLA, my goodness. We go to supermarkets, you have this canned beans. They prepare it with meat, at times pork. My goodness. Yeah. But you discover that if you prepare it at home, if you leave it for 24 hours without steaming it, it gets bad. But these people, they prepare this one, put it in that tin, it stays for about 1 year.
Yeah.
1 year. So you know what we're eating. Very dangerous. I think foods with commercials, we should be very careful.
The cans themselves are dangerous.
The canned foods with commercials, we should be very, very careful.
Very careful.
Okay, Wamutumbo. What are we watching?
Misa, and the title is Bunny.
Okay. Patrick, press the blue button, please.
Girl, when you whine, me no see nobody. You said good like your fees, your body. Big body, girl, you a eat properly. Bounce, you a Easter bunny. Girl, when you whine, me no see nobody. You said good like your fees, your body. Big body, girl, you a eat properly. Bounce, you a Easter bunny. Girl, you have the wickedest of ways. Girl, you have the wickedest of ways. Girl, you have the wickedest of ways. Come up on the cocky, up on the base.
Girl, cannot see all of your fucking tête. A wine, you can wine, you vends les pièces bêtes. D'un seul capété, c'est qu'au fond nos têtes. A sound system, t'oblige à rouler rond tête. Au soya baby, topé dans ses couronnes skate.
Casse fizia, coco la roue.
Oui, couronnes skate. Boom, boom, shot, qu'a fondé y'a mode jamais. Mais personne pas qui pétré que t'au dit jamais. Hey, oh, I like his time, baby. Oh, Lord, I like his time. Nos big bomb pas qu'à craser tout à terre. Tout gain bête en plus dit beaucoup femme sous la terre. Imaginez qui moyen nous que fini au soir. Ok obligé fait y péter même au fond l'auto. Tell ya.
Girl, when you whine, me no see nobody. You set good like your fees, your body. Big body girl, you a eat properly. Bounce, you a Easter bunny. Girl, when you whine, me no see nobody. You set good like your fees, your body. Big body girl, you a eat properly. Bounce, you a Easter bunny.
Moi j'ai des monselles, venez faire un tour en l'air, mon big et fat body. Moi serious thing, I'm at faisait Ariane. Pas d'un café zéro passé à mon Québec man. M'obligé de checker sa body, full position.
Full position, je take it a keep on the dial. Miss a bombastic, oh Carolina. Compaction, so me holla giant eye. Listen ya, no girl can we lie.
Girl on my body and a girl on my mind. Girl on my body and a girl on my mind. Tout côté moi passe get on different girl. Everywhere me go me get a different girl. Cause girl on my body and a girl on my mind. Girl on my body and a girl on my mind. Tout côté moi passe get on different girl. Everywhere me go me get a different girl. Cause
girl when you whine me no see nobody. You set good like your fees your body. Big body girl you a eat properly. Bounce you a Easter bunny. Girl when you whine me no see nobody. You set good like your fees your body. Big body girl you a eat properly. Bounce you a Easter bunny. Hey girl, bunny. Time toddy. Come bubble pan the body. Give me the goddy. Me love it when you whine and go down. Put it in a gear 5 then slow down. Take it, tack it, bounce you a bounce, bob it. Girl you have the wickedest of ways. Girl you have the wickedest of ways. Girl you have the wickedest of ways. Come up on the bass. Girl when you whine me no see nobody. You set good like your fees your body. Big body girl you a eat properly. Bounce you a Easter bunny. Girl when you whine me no see nobody. You set good like your fees your body. Big body girl you a eat properly.
Yes, Senator.
First comment.
Nothing good in the video. Though it's
something beautiful, but nothing good.
Yeah, nothing good. There's no message.
It's something beautiful.
No, nothing beautiful. Nothing beautiful. The girls are just naked, and they're just contemplating.
Let me speak in PG. You feel like Grant say nothing beautiful in that video.
I'm fitting it.
Emmanuel, I cannot take home anything like the take home message from the lyrics. I don't understand. It doesn't appeal to me. Maybe it's not because it's not my dialect. It's not, but the picture quality superb.
It's English
like
or dialect?
I mean, yes, English language. I understand English.
Yeah,
language.
but they spoke in English too.
What they were saying in English language doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Oh, you think it doesn't make sense?
To me, but the video, the
video quality,
picture quality is good.
Didn't you see anything beautiful in that video?
The arousing the romance part of it. Well, it's cool.
Thank God. Guy, it's so romance. Eposi, this is your camera.
Yes. The music is good, the video is good. At least the girls are using what they have to get what they want.
What they do want? What do they want?
They want the money, they want people to see them, the publicity and everything, and admire their boobs and their arms and everything. And well, you
don't find anything wrong.
No, I don't find anything wrong.
Okay, we have the papers. We just a few papers. We'll begin with the Cameroon Post. It's an old newspaper. I just wanted us to see what the papers were publishing in 1992. The advent of multi-party democracy in Cameroon. The Cameroon Post in that time, that year, 1992. We had the main story on that newspaper: Union for Change rally, death in Bamenda, gendarmes killed 2 in Bamenda, wound 20, arrest over 80, invade hospital, harassments and brutalization. Alajishani shot in the shoulder, Vianney up, Zene savage. You see, I wanted to say, come with this paper to say police brutality did not start last year or this year in Cameroon. In the 90s, it was horrible. Can remember that a senior divisional officer was set ablaze in Muyuka. The Ekona population went there and they killed this man. So many other people lost their lives from police and gendarme brutality. Buea, April 2 to 3, 1993, special All Anglophone Conference, Rich Heritage. Yeah, the president will have the video of the president who will acknowledge the historicity of the town of Buea. Now, the newspaper was published today, the Post Weekender. The Post Weekender is talking about the 20th of May, which is asking questions to the panelists to tell us what they know about the 20th May. Tundi and FOC happen not to know much about this day. The 20th of May 1972 referendum scam. Nemesis catching up with Cameroon. That is the question the paper is asking today, because we're talking about the national day, unity and all that, but the country seems to be divided. Military to evict occupants of state houses. You know, some of these people don't want to leave these houses. They stay there, they don't pay rent. We know of the case of Lydiane Eyum, what happened with her. So you grab a copy of this newspaper, you have that and more. Bia other special recruitment of 80 Anglophones into INAM. Some people are saying that this is not enough. Let's go now to the Messager newspaper. What does it write this day? GC board candidates in hardship. You saw that funny pic, right? That was saying that the GC is on promotion. The Messager newspaper is explaining to Cameroonians in that right up to how the children are faced with difficulties writing the GCE practicals. National unity, the call for Catholic bishops. Catholic bishops are calling for national unity. What happened with CLEDA in the southwest and northwest, and most of them are calling for national unity. I think the fire guys are making them afraid. Sugar production, the government assurance in this sector. The Minister of Commerce was in Banjok and Koten on Tuesday. We have Info Matin. Info Matin for national examinations and concours. Pobia offered material to the Ministry of Secondary Education. This was revealed yesterday by the Minister of Secondary Education, N.S. Masina Bear. He presented this stuff to some stakeholders. In Banga, the DO, we're having that story on hot news. The DO from Banga orders the SDF to take part in the 20th May celebration. He evokes the decree number 76/424 of September 16, 1972 over protocol rules to be observed. But protocols is when you're there at the grandstand now, where you're at your home. What about the protocol, Mr. SDO? The Sun newspaper. The Sun newspaper. Bees attack did not disturb GC exams. We said it down. The principal of GHS Buea Town, Georgina Sanga, said it clearly that it did not perturb the functioning of the exams. Road project Bia Pom 6.7 billions to calm Bamenda. But will it work? The paper is asking that question because people seems not to be happy. They say you can construct the roads, you can do so many things. We have another story on the screen, Patrick. It's not the Sun newspaper. We still have Info Matin. The Sun newspaper is an English newspaper. It's talking about this story and more. You can grab a copy of this newspaper. The Guardian, I think we'll conclude with the Guardian Post. The Guardian Post. Yes, that's the Guardian Post on the screen. After CPDM MP dies, SDF denies having secret dealings with the BR regime. Douala Port's activities grounded and Dockers down toll against. Okay, I think that'll be it for today. That which concerns our paper. You can go to the stands and grab a copy of this newspaper. Our guest is already here. We announced to you in the beginning of this program that we shall be receiving the chieftain of the CPP party, EDITH WALLA. She is here with us already. But before we receive her, I think let's have our slot hot news. If Patrick is ready, we'll be having a hot news. Keep on sending us text messages. You have your the talking point on the screen. Okay, hot news. Jose,
Senator.
you're carrying us to Mbanga
Yes, Senator.
and the DO,
Yes.
the divisional officer.
Yes, the divisional officer of Mbanga has said that SDF must take part in the upcoming National Day celebrations, and he said SDF is in public ceremonies is a Republican requirement. That's what he has said. So they must fulfill their
And
requirements.
if they don't,
If they don't,
okay.
yes, that's
Okay.
what the deal has said. So we should be expecting some severe confrontations in Banga come May 20 if the SDF still maintains its boycott stand.
Okay. Now you say the International Forum on Digital Economy officially opened in Yaoundé.
Yes, Senator, recently, that's from the 15th to the 17th of May, the Minister of Territorial Administration and Decentralization, Rene Emmanuel Sadi, has officially opened the International Forum on Digital Economy, which held in Yaoundé. The 3-day meeting, grouping which involved experts, investors, and government agencies, was organized under the theme, How Can Cameroon Successfully Develop a Digital Economy? And it should be noted that the forum is a follow-up to last year's program, which was themed Invest in Cameroon, the Land of Attractions.
I have a worry. Should the Interior Minister launch something that concerns internet? What is the place of the Minister of Post and Telecommunication, the Minister of Economy and Planification in this whole thing? He's the Interior Minister. Yeah, he is supposed to be focused on security, interior security.
Well,
he's the boss of governors, SDOs, and stuff like that. Now, digital economy. We're not seeing the Minister of Post and Telecommunication in this thing.
Maybe
the Minister of Commerce, the Minister. I mean, the Minister of Post and Telecommunication was supposed to launch. Yeah. She was supposed
maybe
to
they had
launch
other
this one.
duties and he was sitting in for them.
Okay, thank
Yes.
God for that explanation. No? You're welcome to Cameroon. Control paradox. Power outage in Yaoundé causes pole collapse.
Yes,
in which neighborhood?
That's in Nyom in Yaoundé. Yes, it's for the past 3 weeks now. High tension electricity cables have been littering on the ground. That's near Nyom in the Yaoundé First District, some 25 minutes from the presidential palace. That's not far from Enyet. These wires transporting high voltage fell after a violent rain. We all know we're in the rainy season. That's the electric tension which fell. And since the incident, that's 3 weeks, ENIO has not dispatched any team to remedy the situation. Rather, the ENIO technicians demanded fuel prior to any movements.
Let's clap for them. That is wonderful. they come, they give their bills, people pay, and then when the poles collapsed, they asked people to fuel their car.
On the phone, and they said there's no fuel for them to come and remedy the situation.
Cameroon, no. You say a driver lost his life because of
yes,
bad
Senator,
road.
and that's where we end our hot news on that sad page today. A famous Cambe trader yesterday lost his vehicle and his driver to a deadly car crash on the Cambe Ako Road in Donga Mantum division of the Northwest region. The 2-ton vehicle was loaded with goods meant for Nigeria. They were transporting goods from Cameroon to Nigeria. And the accident happened at the famous S-Bend, some 20 kilometers from Cambe, which has claimed so many lives due to its hilly and winding nature. So the vehicle...
You can see the images there.
Yes, that's the image of the vehicle. The vehicle lost control at this bend and somersaulted several times before landing downhill. And it immediately caught fire, and the unconscious driver was consumed in the raging flames. His body was taken to the Cambe District Hospital mortuary.
Okay.
Yes, so he's so
okay,
rest
in
in
a
peace.
sad note, you are ending your hot news.
Yes.
Thank God our sportsman is here to bring us fresh information, appetizing ones. You were talking about Go Bros who published the list of
30
players.
Yeah, 30 pre-selected players. Hugo Bruce just published that list. It should be noted that Molan J. Clinton is absent, and there's
he has been sidelined for quite some time.
Yeah, Chipo Moting, 2 of them. Those are the key players that are not part in that selection. So they are camping ahead of the qualifier
and people
match.
are accusing Roger Milla since the incident in Gabon, I think, in Gabon during the AFCON.
Yeah, during the AFCON, what they had between the clash.
You know, great Roger Milla.
Yeah, that thing went viral.
And people are accusing that.
So we don't know the
he's
reason
not
why.
quite performing in his club, please. We should just, J. Clinton should.
Okay, so he's not there. And
neither did they call for Nkulu.
Nicolas
He announced his international, that will be retiring for international football. Yeah,
Okay.
he announced that.
So they are preparing for the match against Morocco. Remember, we are preparing for the AFCON. It's a qualifying match against Morocco, the 10th of June in Yaoundé, Amadou Diallo Stadium. So Morocco will be clashing with Cameroon. So they'll be preparing for that match for the 2019 AFCON.
Elite One matches today.
Yes, Elite One matches today. It's counting for the 15 of the matches. So far, we have the matches today. 2 matches. We have Stade Renard. They are home. They'll play with Unisport of Bafang, and that match is going on now. Union Sportive of Douala is playing against Coton Sport FC. The rest of the fixtures of the 15 matches will be coming up on the 20th of May. That's but I'm sure they'll postpone it. So New Star will take on Apaches FC. Bamboutus of Boudin will welcome Dragon of Yaoundé. Eding Sport of Liké will clash with Colombe of San Malima. We have Aigle Royal. We stay at home to welcome Young Sport Academy of Bamenda. We equally have Racing of Bamenda. We lock horns.
Racing of Bafoussam.
Racing. Racing of Bafoussam. I beg your pardon. In Young Sport,
that's
yes, Yusa. Racing of Bafoussam. We lock horns with Astre of Douala. And we have Fecho FC. We stay at home to take on Canon Sportive. Then Lyon Blessé, we of course play with UMS of Loom.
UMS of Loom of Kwemo.
Of Kwemo.
The karateka.
Yeah, and the people
He fights with
who
his
have
coaches.
the issue. with
Okay,
that.
Islamic Solidarity Games.
Yes, these semi-finals is good news. The Indomitable, the under 23 Lions squad will be clashing this evening. 6:30 is the time. They'll be locking horns with Oman. So we pray that so if they win that match, they'll be facing the host country.
Say you pray, because me, I'm not praying. So that they should win.
Well, we are all Cameroonians. I think we should be patriotic. I think we should be
No, but you should not
patriotic.
force patriotism.
All right.
not
The
my
good news
fault,
is
so-
that we are in the semi-finals now, and if we win the match, we'll be playing the finals with the host country Azerbaijan. They defeated Algeria yesterday 2-0, so they have qualified to the final. So we are expecting.
I support Nigeria.
All right. That's football. That's football.
Yes, so you understand.
Thank you very
It's
much.
sports.
So they are looking forward to playing either Cameroon
Yeah.
or Oman, because the match will be coming up 6:30 this evening. Cameroon versus Oman. So it's a
Let's
match
go to
be-
England.
Yes, straight away. English Premier League.
Tell us.
Yeah, matches today. We have matches this evening. We have Leicester City will clash with Tottenham Hotspur. 8:45 is the time. Then Sunday, the 21st of May, matches counting for the last day of play of the English Premier League. As you can see, there will be the first match 4 p.m. Burnley versus West Ham United, Leicester City versus Bournemouth, and we have Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. 4 p.m. is the time. So you want to take that. That brings us to the end of.
Thank you so very much. Did you guys watch the video of the primary school teachers who deny marking the common entrance?
I heard about that.
They said it was
yes.
supposed to be paid 300 francs, and
Yes.
the delegate announced to them that no, 29 francs will be
Yes.
paid, and the guy said, okay,
No,
come and mark yourself.
The stage will walk out.
Yeah, state your walkout. Let's watch that video. It's a little video, Patrick, of the teachers are walking out. Let's watch if you're ready with the video. We're sorry for that little mix-up. We'll be having that video during our gossip, the slot gossip. But the one we just watched there, It's a young guy, a very courageous one, wooing the teacher. Macron has been inspiring people.
A lot,
Yeah.
Senator.
And the guy said, just move, the lady, I'm married, remove the ring. Yeah.
That's what love can
I
do.
bet you.
It has no
And me
boundaries.
and you, yeah.
There are some schools here.
You can do that.
Yeah, it can. Love has no boundaries. Why not?
You can go out with the guy of 15.
It was.
Yes, yes. Actually,
Yes.
can you woo a lady older than you?
It depends. It
Depends
depends.
on what.
It
If she
depends
has
on-
money.
If she has, if I have something to get from her, then I'll do that.
What's that something?
If she can help me fulfill my
Your dreams.
my dreams,
So what about love now?
No,
Etundi?
love.
there is nothing like love.
There's
in-
for
There
you,
is
there's
love.
nothing like love.
Etundi, there's love.
There's love, Etundi.
No.
I believe there is love.
I love my
Emmanuel,
brother and my mother.
Oh my goodness, sorry I'm laughing. No, I've never tried that before. I don't dream of
I don't
marrying.
think you tried.
Yes, simple.
Eh?
No, I don't try that. I'm not trying. I won't try that. I won't.
Okay.
There are girls like me.
Our guest has said we have Blanche BAILLY. Mimbaye, that song the auto, any place now Mimbaye and the keys. It's a serious one. It means and the president of CPP. Patrick is not ready. Keep sending us text messages via the number 650363158, and the topic is clear, should appear on the screen. Should date rape be a lower offense than rape? And the theme for this year's 20th May, you want to read it all?
Oh, yeah.
Army and nation in full synergy for Cameroon, united in its diversity and devoted to the ideal of peace, stability, and prosperity.
Wow.
Okay,
That sounds like a book.
guest. Applause for our guest. Madam WALLA, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
It's a
A pleasure
pleasure.
to be here.
Blanche,
Yeah.
how are you? Good afternoon. Swag, oh. Please come, let's see that swag. Come, it's a talk show. Patrice, yeah. That is Mimbaye. Mimbaye be married. Okay. Madam WALLA, we in the beginning of this program, I asked my co-host to tell me the meaning of the 20th of May and what they are celebrating, but they seem not to know. Why did your party this time around decide not to celebrate the 20th of May?
Well, 20th of May in Cameroonian history is a celebration of the referendum that brought us to
The unitary state.
The unitary state, 1972. So it has evolved to become our national day. This is the day where we celebrate Cameroon as a nation. And my party, since last year, we did not participate in 20th May.
What happened last year, Madam Kamara?
Since 2011,
Yeah.
the CPP has been denied participation in the National Day Parade in Yaoundé. It is actually 20th of May since 2011, which is the year that I declared my candidacy for the presidency of Cameroon, has been very eventful for us.
Yeah.
On the 20th of May in 2011, I was kidnapped by the presidency of the Republic, the armed security, from Hotel Monfebe in Yaoundé on the 20th of May. Last year, 20th of May, myself and about 12 of my colleagues, we were arrested in our party headquarters on the 20th of May. And we have been systematically refused by the senior divisional officer of Fundi for CPP to participate in the National Day Parade in Yaoundé. So last year we decided that no, we are just one party. There are not two CPPs in Cameroon. There is one Cameroon People's Party. If we cannot march in Yaoundé, we will not march in Makak or in Maga or elsewhere. Either we are a legal political party in Cameroon and we can participate in the National Day festivities.
Now we'll come back now to
not.
some of the reasons
so
why
this
you
is
were...
this is last year. Now this year, we reconducted this decision very simply because the exclusion in Cameroon has progressed. So last year we were protesting because we as a party were excluded. But by the time we get to this year, we find so many Cameroonians excluded from the nation. We have, as we are talking here, over 3 million children whose education is in jeopardy in the northwest and southwest regions. We have the extreme north of this country. Since 2012, they have been under siege, and we do not see this government taking proper action to make them feel part and parcel
to the government, because we know
of
the army is in the far north region trying to fight against the Boko Haram sect.
We have, as a party, the Cameroon People's Party, have since 2012, we started off in 2013, writing an open letter to Mr. Paul Biya to tell him that this problem in the extreme north is not just a security problem. The security problem is the manifestation of a root cause. The root cause.
So what, according to CPP, is the root cause of the
is
problem?
that we have an extreme north province where to get water to drink is extremely difficult. For children to have education is extremely difficult. When you visit the extreme north, honestly, as a Cameroonian, you ask yourself, is this Cameroon?
So the far north is underdeveloped.
Are people living in this kind of dire poverty? Are they really Cameroonians? Now, as we speak, the eastern part of Cameroon is under siege from militants who are being disarmed from Central African Republic. They are coming into these regions, attacking people. In the Adamawa province, entire departments have been abandoned because people are feeling under threat. So we cannot be a nation, one Cameroon. We say we are one Cameroon. Extreme northerners are feeling excluded. Northwest, southwest feeling excluded. East Adamawa feeling abandoned. Then you are going to have a parade.
But Madame WALLA, this thing did not start today. It might be the one or in the southwest and the northwest that started in the month of November. We know of the Balaka rebels in the Central African Republic that are coming into the eastern region and then causing havoc there. We know of the situation in the Adamawa region and the far north. It's not today.
Absolutely. So what we are having today with people rising up everywhere, Cameroon is in total turmoil. You have doctors who are on strike, you have dock workers who are on strike, you have teachers who are on strike, you have the northwest and southwest in turmoil. Why? It is the result of 34 years of bad governance. And there gets to be a point in time where you say, I will no longer participate in a masquerade, because what we are doing here
So you were participating in the masquerade before?
In English, we say, you cannot give form over function. The essence of something is more important than any package you put it in. Now let us be clear. The 20th May festivities is a package. It is a celebration. But you must have the unity to celebrate it. And what we are saying to this government is
there's
that
nothing to celebrate.
We are in crisis. We are in deep crisis in the nation. And actually, the future of our nation is at stake. We are in a we have large groups of people who say they want to secede. They want to leave Cameroon. We cannot behave as if that is non-existent and we are going to a party.
Now we understand your stance now. You were arrested on the 20th of May. Your party denied participation in Yaoundé on the 20th of May. Do you understand, during the Slot Hot News, we're talking about the divisional officer from Banga, who said it's going to, like calling on the SDF, like it's by force, let me speak like in the neighborhoods. You must parade on the 20th of May. Do you understand that? Why you were denied last year participation in Yaoundé by a senior divisional officer?
You know, I am not surprised by this divisional officer of Mbanga, and these are the symptoms of bad governance. So first of all, that senior divisional officer, I think you pointed
divisional officer.
The divisional officer, I think you pointed it out well, is that the law he is referring to is about protocol. It is a law that says when you arrive at the grandstand, these people arrive first, these ones arrive second, these ones. There is absolutely no law in Cameroon which obliges anybody to participate in a parade. And you see the panic that this government is seeming to have, because the CPP and SDF and other parties, we're about 6 parties who have said stop.
PAP2.
We will not participate in this. Now, they are deploying so much energy to fight these parties. Why? Here is the government. They want us to march. Why, when there was the height of the Anglophone crisis in this country, did they not call us as partners and say, let's sit down and discuss what are the solutions, what is the way out?
Madam WALLA,
how do you keep people in prison? We have
so you're calling on the release of Bala and the others?
We have leaders, we have a government. You see how completely confused they are. I'm discussing with you today. First of all, you and I are discussing. You think that you are having a discussion with me. You are very surprised at 5 o'clock in the evening. I declare you illegal, whereas I was talking to you in the morning. You did become illegal and I imprison you. Now, when we were discussing, you gave me 10 points. Here are the 10 points which are disturbing me, and I want these points to be rectified. I then go about, I start implementing the points which you gave me, but I maintain you in prison. I mean,
you don't see any sense in that.
You know, it becomes very embarrassing. I am somebody, professionally, I work on the international level. And at this point in time, I am having difficulty internationally. People say, explain Cameroon to us. We don't understand. And believe you me, as a Cameroonian, you cannot explain Cameroon. People ask me, how can you cut off the internet to 5 million people for over 100 days? I have absolutely not one iota of an explanation that I can give.
Now let's come back to CPP and the
forum for
bilingualism and multiculturalism.
No, the economic growth you were mentioning. Digital forum.
Where
is the heart of the digital economy in Cameroon?
Boya.
It is in Boya. You cut off their internet for 100 days. Has anybody from this government been to Boya to find out how those digital entrepreneurs are doing? Whether their businesses survived this crisis, what assistance they need. Because let us say you did it out of national security and so on, or even maybe let's say you made a mistake. But once you've made that mistake and you realize I want to grow my digital economy, this is where the people are. Then you reach out to them.
Reach out to them. Now let's come back to 20th of May. Why were you arrested at Hilton Hotel? What did they tell you?
I was kidnapped.
Okay.
At Monfebe Hotel in 2011.
You choice for words.
Yes. No, we have to be very precise in what we are talking about. I was kidnapped in Monfebe
because
Hotel
no convocation was issued.
No, that is another problem with this government. Let us say you want to arrest somebody. In Cameroon, the law is clear. There are 3 ways you can arrest me. 1, you can come with a warrant for my arrest.
A warrant of arrest.
2, you can come. You find me in the act. You catch me committing a crime, then you can get me, or you come with a summons for me to come to the police station. Now, systematically, this government uses none of those. I've been arrested, I think maybe 3-4 times in this country. Never have I been arrested using one of those methods. We have, since the beginning of this Anglophone crisis, hundreds of young men who have been arrested. I'm just talking about the arrest. Hundreds of young men who have been arrested, including those leaders who are still in jail till today. All of them were kidnapped. None was arrested. None was arrested in due process. How are you a state and you don't respect the law? How do you want us to, as citizens, to behave if you, as a state, you don't respect the law?
Okay, the state kidnapped you and you don't know why they did so. Now, Madam Walla, you've been to Yaoundé you in court. You saw Bala, Fontaine, Barrister Walters, BBC, and so many of them. What did they tell you when you met them?
I have been in constant touch with them before they were arrested. Right after they were arrested, I think I was within 48 hours. I went to Yaoundé to see how they were doing. I went to the court session. What I can say, I'm very proud to say that these gentlemen are strong as leaders, in spite of everything, which the height of injustice. Because to be deprived of your liberty, even for 30 minutes, not to talk of 30 days, not to talk of over 100 days, which they are experiencing now, is a horrible, horrible thing. And they are strong, they are firm, and when we discuss with them, they tell us, keep up the fight. Wow. Keep up the fight, because we have to do this for our country. So I think that we can be
Did they tell you that they were giving money and they deny? I don't know, because it was rumored on the papers, say that while in jail, some of them were promised ministerial positions and that they denied. Did they tell you that?
I have not had those kinds of discussions with them. The discussion with them is rather limited, because in court you can just say a few words to them. I visited them in prison. There you can have a few more, a bit more of an in-depth exchange, but there's always somebody around. You are not. It's not like you have the privacy of a discussion.
Okay, Madam Walla, let's come back to your party. What's happening in Yaoundé? We learned that the president of CPP in the central region is saying that the party is going to parade on the 20th of May. Explain to us. And I read a press release signed by Frank Esi, was calling newspapers to order.
Yes. This was a communique which we discovered, as you did, over CRTV, by the vice president of the party. He said that he did not agree with the decision that was taken by the party, and that he was calling on CPP militants to parade. Now, this was very strange to us. In CPP, to take a decision, we have a national council, we have a national secretariat. These are the organs that sit and take decisions. So it is surprising to us. Yesterday, after this communique came out, I thought maybe there is some misunderstanding somewhere. So I called round to all the regional coordinators in the 10 regions. All of them had the information of the boycott. All of them had informed their militants of the boycott, and none was aware of any such release or any discussion. They had also discovered it on air, as we all did.
Do you consider it manipulation, or what, did you call your vice president, or you just say, okay, CRTV, they are manipulating public opinion?
No, the vice president confirmed that he is the one who gave this information to CRTV. I think we are dealing in the CPP with what happens in many organizations. We are a very clear, structured party. However, like every other party, we have militants who are I can say
is he going to leave the party?
Unfunctional. This is a gentleman who has not been participating in national council meetings. He has not been participating in the decision I told you we took last year. Was an enlarged national council decision with members coming from all over the country for us to sit down and take that decision. So I think that he decided now, is he being manipulated by somebody? Is somebody?
What's the party going to do?
These are trivial elements.
Yeah.
There's a discipline.
Now let's talk about the disciplinary council.
There's a disciplinary action within the party. He has broken party rules because as a vice president, he doesn't even have the right to speak in public.
In the name of the party.
In the name of the party, unless he is expressly delegated. The people who speak in the name of the party, the national president and the secretary general. So this is it's a small anomaly to us, and it is.
What are you going to do?
It is a distraction. No, we follow the disciplinary measures.
That says what?
Very clear. He can be excluded from the party, but we follow the process. There is a process. He must come before the disciplinary committee.
Yeah.
And we question him on exactly what possessed him. Maybe he had a moment of madness.
Let's talk music now, Madam Walla. You stay with us. Blanche BAILLY is our second guest on the program. Blanche, Can We Stay, Mimbaye, and this song is really buzzing. Did you expect this level of love for the song, this degree of love for this song when you released it?
When I released the audio, actually the feedback was really positive. So I thought as well that the video would get as much buzz as it got. Probably not as much or not focused on what it's been focused on. But yeah, I kind of expected it.
Did you do that for the buzz of it?
Come on, yes.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah. It's called strategy.
Yeah, strategy.
Yes.
The marketing strategy.
Yeah, people don't get to understand. Yeah. It's for the business.
It's for the business.
Yes.
I want us to watch this the video. Madam Walla, you surely like it. It's Cameroon. You listen to Cameroon music?
I do, but I will discover this. I'm a bit behind in the, in the trends.
You're going to discover it. Let's watch Blanche BAILLY Mimbaye.
Tu racontes sur moi. Ouais, ok. Diffère de ce que tu racontais avant. On vous connaît. Et tu te crois le maître du monde. Ça te monte dans la tête. Regardez-moi la sorcellerie. Na foyer dans bateau. Foyer dans bateau. Si ma people est assez yawa dans gaso. Ici everyone the was. See everyone. Na foyer dans bateau. Foyer dans bateau. People lay I say I want on gaso. You say I be panther. Jumba no be married oh. Jumba no be married. Jumba no be married oh. Jumba no be married. Je suis un Mimbaye. C'est pas le soleil.
BAILLY, sache que c'était bon pour moi. Tu n'auras plus jamais un gars comme moi. Je pensais que j'avais trouvé l'âme sœur qui me tiendra le bras. Pourtant avec moi toi tu faisais le cinéma. J'avais décidé de t'aimer sans trembler. Malgré qu'à ton sujet les gens m'avaient tant parlé. Ça c'est le comble. Ça veut dire que si je n'étais pas Ming, on ne devait jamais être ensemble. Wallah was le fait sort. Tu étais là, tu m'embrouillais tout le temps. Tu disais m'aimer pour ma personne. Alors que sur ma tête tu avais déjà toi tes plans. Tu t'attendais à quoi avec ces attitudes de rombier? Tu parles de sorcellerie, pourtant c'est toi la sorcière. C'est vrai je gonfle, mais moi au moins je voulais ton bien. Mieux être seul et ça me convient.
Tu gonfles après tout ce temps qu'on a passé ensemble. Maintenant tu gonfles. Tu dis gonfle? Avec qui même? Regardez-moi la sorcellerie. Un foyer dans bateau. Foyer dans bateau. Si ma people est assez yawa dans gaso. Ici everyone the was. See everyone. Un foyer dans bateau. Foyer dans bateau. Si ma people est assez yawa dans gaso. Ici every panther. Jumba no be married oh. Jumba no be married. attention à me, I get her. C'est maintenant que tu m'insultes, non. C'est maintenant que tu commences ta grosse gueule, non. Si je sens t'as pas de version ici, toi-même tu vas craquer. Foyer dans bateau, foyer dans bateau. See my people there, say I don't got so. You say everyone at once, say everyone at foyer dans bateau, foyer dans bateau. See my people there, say I don't got so. You say everyone there. Chumba no be married, oh, oh, oh. Chumba no be married. Chumba no be married, oh, oh, oh. Hey, Mr. K-Mix. Chumba no be married. Je dis à everybody, it's not a good thing.
Blanche, BAILLY, congratulations. You shot all the pictures, the images in Boya or?
Majority, let's say like 90%.
90% in Boya.
And then 10% in Limbe.
How much time did it take you to come up with this?
A whole lot of time, seriously. I don't want to get into details. It was so stressful.
But Blanche, you are. I don't want to say difficult. You are this person who has test. Yeah, perfectionist. How many times did you shoot this video? tell our televiewers.
Twice.
Twice. You were not satisfied with
I wasn't satisfied with the first video, and I thought my fans definitely needed more than what I offered, so I had to really add up something, and I did it for the best. You're in London, in France, and then you decided to relocate to Cameroon. Was it a simple decision to take? Absolutely not. Come on, I mean, I have my whole family in France.
In Strasbourg?
Yeah, to be precise. You don't have to tell everyone. In Strasbourg.
I didn't tell everyone.
I didn't tell everyone. On TV.
I didn't. Well, I was on TV. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest difficulty for me first is being away from my family, because that's like my foundation. That's the only people I have that built me up. You know, I have my mom, my kid sisters and stuff, and every day I think about that. I'm like, oh my God, these guys don't grow up close to me. They won't think about me. They'll forget me. They won't grow to know me, you know? So that's like my biggest challenge. And then you have the fact that I have to live here by myself. That's scary. I mean, I'm used to now, but it was very scary in the beginning. And it wasn't.
What was scary in that?
Living by yourself, insecurity.
Insecurity.
Like, insecurity, you don't really know people around. And then, you know, like, I think the biggest problem down here is insecurity. Yesterday I was in my house and there was a thief running away. They're like, Tife. I again.
So you felt insecure when you relocated to Cameroon, but now it's better.
Yeah.
And then what's appreciation in that which concerns the Cameroon music industry?
What's mine?
Appreciation. How do you appreciate the music industry today?
Well, I like the fact that it's growing, or it has grown, because I remember when I was overseas and I would see it from afar. Right now I'm in there, so like that shows already like the amount of growth. You know, we're making big moves, and it's really a good thing.
Really a good thing. But WALLA, your appreciation of that video and the song?
I'm discovering the video for the first time.
Yeah.
I think it is also good that young Cameroonians are feeling like they can make a profession out of music. That is a choice. I think that what I noticed in her video, speaking about national unity, linking it to national unity, and I talk about this all the time because I work with young people. In her video, she's singing in French, she's singing in Pidgin, she's singing in English. And I heard her say she shot the video in Boya and Limbe. And I think we have a generation of young Cameroonians who are just that. They're Cameroonians. They are not necessarily Anglophone, Francophone, Northwest, Southwest. They are Cameroonians. That is how they identify themselves. That is how is the culture that they have. And I wish that is why we are boycotting, because we believe that the nation today does not reflect that generation.
Okay, before we
so
come to
we
us
can learn a lot from them,
the video,
from
okay,
them, and build
a nation.
Yes.
Now, federalism, unitary state, La République. Now, what should we really celebrate to you? Do you still go for the 20th of May, or if you were asked by the government in place today to choose a day for the National Day celebration, will you still maintain the 20th of May?
I believe I believe this is why many of us are boycotting 20th of May. In the life of an individual, not to talk about the life of a nation, there comes a time when you have to stand and take a look back at your history. You know, Cameroonian history, we don't teach our history to our children. It's completely a false history that most young people do not know where we are coming from.
Some don't even know why they celebrate the 20th of May.
Exactly. And for us today, as the Cameroon People's Party, we say what we want today is a political transition. We need to leave this old regime behind. We have had one regime for 57 years. It's not working for us. We need to leave it behind. And we need to sit down as a nation and have a national dialogue and talk about who are we? What does it mean to have decided at one point to be a bilingual and bicultural nation? And why? Those are the discussions on the table.
What federalism or
no. I think let's not go for
just a question.
No, let us not go for easy solutions. When I watch people discussing federalism, unitary state, two-state federalism, 10-state, we are talking to ourselves. Because who is going to give us that? What we have to fight for now all together is to have the power change that will allow us to have that discussion in serenity. And for us to really decide together as a nation, how are we moving forward? Because as a state that decided to come together, logically, our day of independence is the 1st of October 1961. There was no Cameroon as a bilingual, bicultural Cameroon before
October 1st.
That day, what did I say?
October 1st, 1961.
October 1st, yes. October 1st, October 1st, 1961. October 1st, 1961. That is the date when we can talk about Cameroon becoming Cameroon as we know it today. Now, there is a clear need, not only from Anglophones, but from many other regions in this country. The unitary state as it is today is not working for anybody. We don't have water. We don't have light. We don't have roads. We don't have healthcare. We don't have schools. So just if we look at it from a pure management point of view, you look at something and say, this system is not working. And so we have to sit down and say, can we do a better system? If we have a federal system, will that allow people to have water? That is the discussion that we need to have on the table.
Decentralization better.
What is
better for the people?
What is the system that will function? Because we have several problems. We have a political problem, but we also have a simple management problem. It is shameful in 2017 that Cameroonians don't have water to drink. 1 out of every 2 Cameroonians does not have access to water.
Yeah, Madam WALLA.
It is a shame.
Interesting.
We have to figure that out. Yes.
Interesting having you.
Yeah.
Blanche, let me come back to you. After the release of this song, Mimbaye, are you preparing something?
Of course, I'm always working.
So
always in the studio.
An EP?
An EP for next year.
For next year.
Yeah, but right now I'm like working on my next single.
The next single, yeah.
So that's probably gonna come out in like 3 months.
Like in 3 months' time, it's gonna come out. Now we have this talking point. Share with us. Should date rape be a lower offense than rape?
Rape is rape, I beg.
If you're dating someone,
as long as it's rape, it's rape.
Can a husband rape the wife?
Of course, as long
as
the
wife rape the husband.
Of course. Like I feel like
in our context,
sex has to be a consultation. It's an agreement between 2 partners. As long as one person is not wanting to do it, you just allow the person. If you forcefully do it just because you have a title of husband or wife, that is
it should not be a lower offense. Madam WALLA.
She said it all. Consent. You cannot have the act of, and the thing is that we must remember that rape is not an act of sex, it's an act of violence. I use force to impose myself upon you. It it just so happens that I'm doing it through sex, but it is not an act of sex. So sex is consensual. 2 adults, you must be adults, because once you do it to somebody who is a minor, whether they consent or not, it is rape.
It's criminal.
We must also keep that in mind, especially in our Cameroonian context, where unfortunately we have a lot of attacks on minors. So it must be 2 adults. They must consent, and then you can talk about it being okay.
Okay, Etundi, are you ready for the gossips? We shall be receiving Tabitha here. Apostle will be leaving us. Before you leave us, do you have a question for Kawala?
Yes, Senator.
Yeah.
Madam Kawala, I admire your political stance so much, and I'm glad that you have a concern for the people's problems. You know actually what is happening. We all know this is politics, good and fine, but if, if you were made president today, were you going to turn the tables round? Let's say, because from all what you have said, the Cameroon government is not doing its best. It's failing. Total. Yes. Okay, let me use the word failing. So what is that guarantee that if you were made president, everything will be different and we will not be going through all of what we are going through now?
Do you have a magic baton?
No.
Okay.
No magic baton. Yeah. I have never and will never promise Cameroonians magic. However, the question that Ms. Eposi has just asked me is an interesting one that I hear from Cameroonians all the time. It is actually a very effective way of the CPDM making us think that this is the best that anybody can do. It is not. I have the good fortune to work in over 25 African countries. Almost everybody is doing better than we are. We are one of the richest countries on this continent, and we are one of the people who is doing really poorly in terms of services to our population. So I will tell you, 1, my management system will completely change. I believe in some form of decentralization, whether you are calling it federation, whether you are calling it decentralization. I believe that we have to remove power, resources, money, and decision making from Yaoundé and spread it out in the country. People in Maga can decide what kind of school they need for Maga. People in Kambe can walk on that road which killed that driver you were talking about in your news, if they have the resources and they have the decision making power. So that will already change.
Okay.
Let me just say number 2. I know you're pushed for time. Accountability. One of the key things in Cameroon, right now we have a minister of health. Doctors have come to him and said there is a problem.
Yes.
They have proposed solutions. Instead of him sitting down and talking with these people, he has done what he thinks are disciplinary appointments. First of all, that is already a problem. So it means that the Cameroonian who is in a rural area should not have a doctor unless they are punishing that doctor. That already does not make sense. But let us say that that minister, over the last 2-3 years, 300 million is stolen from his house.
More than
500 million is stolen from his house. And there is no state inquiry. What is all of this cash? Cash. What is it doing in the houses of government authorities? The minimal accountability. And that minimal,
that is what you're going to implement, so that things should go for
of course.
better
And
in the country. And the last
the point to go along with that, one thing to cut corruption by 50% in Cameroon, remove cash. Why are these
credit cards?
Banks,
ATM,
we have banks, we have ATM. I want to pay your salary, I transfer you the money into your account. It becomes traceable. I want to pay, I mean, it is incredible to me that government, what do you call it? No, contractors. They go to the treasury and remove money. What type of system is that if it is not to steal? Why will you create such a system? So you
that will help square down corruption for 50%. We'll be so serious on the program, please. Yes. Let's have this funny video. You see a little girl dancing. You'll surely like it.
Sombia kapita na kanga nyuma figisu majanga anamwenda kungonya tena alivyoshona umbo kama katuni wa kuchora Asingida Dodoma kitandani Sodoma kiuno kama nyuki dondora Nilo watu sumye na gira usijeleta lefarika mpira chumba katu usijo kanzira kashiko na uchizi nyutagira mtoto yani mukire mpaka ndani shigire asa akilikiri ligire yendo mama chibude
Okay, it's time for us to have a little gossip with Tunde and Blanche. Madame WALLA, if you have any comments to make after any story, the microphone is open. So, Tunde, but before that, what is the question? Because you wanted to ask
a question. Yes, the vice president of the CPP party, that's Ndebi Roger. I want to know if he was part of that gathering, because you said it was a concerted decision that you took. So, was he there when this decision was?
No, he was not. As I've mentioned, he is an inactive party member, and in every party you have those inactive members. We have been carrying out, as you know, a lot of activity in Yaoundé. Last year, CPP members and with Stand Up for Cameroon, we were arrested, over 150 of us in Yaoundé, in the town in which he lives. He never participated in any of those activities. He was never part of what we are doing. So it is like you have a dormant person.
But don't you kept in the party, don't you?
Yes, no, for that, I think if we have a blame, if we have part of the blame to carry, it is that we have not preoccupied ourselves with excluding party members. This has not been an activity. So we have somebody who has not been fulfilling his functions.
But as vice president, it's occupying a very important position.
No, you know, vice president actually is not such an important function in parties because it is a substitute function. And because we have a presidency and a secretary general position which are very active and which are carrying on party business, you almost don't notice his absence. So there, I fully take responsibility for that, because we should have sanctioned him before for not attending meetings. Yes.
Tabitha, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
I'm very
Are we going to be having the BLANCHE BAILLY challenge on the program today on Trends?
Between you and her, right?
No, people can do it and put it on social media. I'm such a shy guy. Hey,
yes,
you see the ex-workers of the WALLA poultry farm, they threaten to spread bird flu.
Yes, these are some representative of staff representative of this poultry complex. They say they have been sacked from this complex when this bird flu break out there at Vogbeti and some other markets in Yaoundé. So they complained to the minister that they are sick and that they need to be cared of. And these complaints have went in deaf ears, and actually they say this the only way they are left with is to go to the grandstands or the celebrating grand place to go and spread bird flu. Actually, so that is their position. They say that the 20th of May they will be there, Yaoundé, in the stand.
Might spread bird flu, and it's very dangerous for the health of human beings.
Yes.
Bird flu is it kills.
So it means they know how to spread bird flu.
That's why some experts. Do you understand? Some experts were saying that the advent of bird flu in Cameroon came from that poultry farm.
Yes, actually,
that began there.
We followed that incident closely last year, and yes, that farm was accused to have been the point zero from where the bird flu came. So I was just smiling. So you see that 20th May festivities is not the place to be.
Yes,
it's not the place to be. But on a serious note, the minister must take into account what these people are saying. I am sincerely hoping they don't do anything like going out to spread bird flu, but I think they are sending out a cry of alarm to say we were exposed and we have not received treatment and we have not received any kind of care. So the minister should reach out to them.
Blanche, about this issue of spreading bird flu, the workers of that port that.
I mean, that's just. I think that's a talk out of anger, you know, because at the end of the day, for matured minds to want to spread some disease like that could kill a whole lot of people, it's just a form of threat. And like she said, they should definitely take it into consideration, because you know anger can make you do stuff you don't want to do.
Okay, some Anglophone teachers refused to mark the common entrance in Yaoundé.
Yes, that was it.
You have the video.
Yes, that was in the government central primary school, Lac Yaoundé. They just stood and went out of the marking room, saying that the government has decided to give them just 45% of the money that they were normally supposed to receive. So they said they can't work under such conditions, and woke up and started manifesting out that they want the entire money before the marking. They said the left parts of the money will be given just after the marking. They said no areas from the government. When we remember what happens with their other colleagues, all teachers' colleagues, and their strikes. So they said they can't work under these conditions, and they just left.
They were leaving the marking hall. They left there. That's Cameroon, right?
Cameroon for us.
The Cameroon army at war front in the north and far north on strike for unpaid bonuses.
Yes, unpaid bonuses. Three of these soldiers, officers, will be heard by the ministry in charge of defense. Because it is said that these three officers have been embezzling the money that and the bonuses that have been sent to these men who are fighting to protect our country there in the far north region.
There's even rumor that one of the generals who kicked the bucket in a helicopter crashed was because he was making a lot of pressure to bear on these people to refund the money.
So they said after the 20th of this May, they will be heard.
They will be hurt.
You see this point of cash that I was talking about. Why are we paying soldiers bonuses in cash? These are soldiers. These are soldiers. This means that they are employees of the government of Cameroon. Why is their money not being wired into their accounts? Why is it going into the hands of some individuals who now take it, do something else? I mean, if we are managing this country
that will help
as if we are in the Middle Ages.
That is what you said.
We are
CRTV news presenter Adele Mbala was replaced by Zakia too because she did what?
Yes,
a grotesque mistake.
A grotesque mistake
on CRTV.
That was the Monday news. When she
announced the French
government, which was
gave posts to
ministers. Meanwhile, it was not yet official. That list was.
I was wondering in France, all the media were saying that they are going to appoint ministers on Tuesday or Wednesdays, but on Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday. But Adembala announced it already on Monday. A Cameroonian media house, and a public one.
Yeah, so she has been evicted.
Should we listen to the video?
From the
Patrick,
we have a video, yes.
Let's listen to Adembala. Listen to Adembala announcing ministers and say Bayrou was supposed to be the Minister of Foreign Affairs. This one is supposed to be the Minister of this on Monday. Yeah, that's the video. Yes, madam.
I think she got it from, there was a Facebook post. There was somebody, and this is very unfortunate.
Very unprofessional.
Very unprofessional that CRTV would take this. I feel a bit sorry for Adele Bala, because I imagine that the person reading the news is not necessarily the person who has edited it, and so I think they should not just have a guinea pig, but they should look at the functioning of the House and see.
Let's
what
talk
really
about
went
CPP.
wrong.
The Secretary General threatens to sue the Vice President to court.
Yes.
You will not comment that one.
So she just said all because Kaola is such the excellency.
No, it's not already ex.
Kaola, she said, okay, she made her communique and called on the public not to go for this celebration, but the vice principal decided, he took upon him to tell them that they should go, that they should go, that should march for this, because the CPP party is not a secessionist party, but that it is a national party, and that it should respect the National Day, because it's not a CPDM affair, it is a national affair.
Tunde, we just have some few seconds to conclude the gossips. You said a Cameroonian detained in the US for murder, and assault, Serge Beno and Prior are waiting for a baby. That's the wife, and then Manu Dibango and Charlotte Dipanda. Let's conclude.
We conclude. Charlotte Dipanda and Manu Dibango are actually representing Cameroon for the festival, as the Pan-African Festival of Music. That's in Brazzaville, FESPAM in July. Yes, and Beno and Pray. And Priya, that's the wife, are waiting a baby. She's actually 5 months pregnant.
5 months pregnant. Bootylicious.
Senator.
Let's go trends now. You say, okay, we'll not be having the Blanche BAILLY Minx challenge program today. Actress Sang Dillon denounces sex scandal rumors with Ramsey Noah.
Yeah, you know, after the CAMIF, the Cameroonian Film Festival, these rumors came up that Ramsey Noah actually had an affair with a girl and he dumped the girl. A blogger she posted it on the gossip blog and didn't mention any person's name. So she took upon herself and wrote on social media that she heard that some bloggers are saying that she had an affair with Ramsey Noah, and she wants to make things clear that she didn't have any affair. And she wrote a blogger recently published stories about intimacy between a Nigerian actor and I. The story is false and possibly a means to obtain internet traffic. Why tarnishing reputation? If this industry has to grow, we don't have to put each other down for no just cause. That's what she had to.
Blanche, you comment that one.
Why should I comment it?
Yeah, you have a mastery of the industry, so you know what we're talking about.
To be honest, like when the blogger posted about this gossip, he had like specific indications about the girl works in CRTV, she was a model, blah blah blah. So everything I was obviously pointing at her. So at the end of the day, she just had to come out and be like, "Yo, I didn't do it." It wasn't me, like Shaggy.
It wasn't me. Power outage in the Yaoundé. No, what am I doing there? Let's talk about this nanny.
Yes, a nanny in Turkey who is supposed to take care of a baby. But because the parents of this baby are suspicious, they've seen bruises on her body, and they decided to plant a camera, like a surveillance camera, to actually watch what the nanny has been doing to the baby. And unfortunately, what they saw on the video was really disgusting. This nanny had been beating this baby for a very long time. And before they planted this camera, they had already informed the police that they are suspecting, there are suspicions that she's maltreating
the baby. Madam, it's delicate to have nannies. You give birth, take care of your children. Is it possible?
And she's 55 year old. 55 year old.
No, I think this is a case. She's obviously ill. I mean, this is probably a form of mental illness, and I think that we do have to be careful in our societies, like in Turkey. We often give over the care of children to people without verifying much about the background of that person, about who that person is. So I think this
their
just
brain
means
is
that
insanity.
It's a job. It's a very, very important job.
The psychological aspect
and so
of
we should verify whom we are giving our children to.
Blanche, you see a thing like that? That's on your child.
I don't want to say what I'm going to do on TV. But I've already seen like a video like that. It's not the first time.
The black Kenya before.
Yeah, that was really horrible.
The black girl.
How could you
stepping on the child?
Yes. It was crazy.
Crazy. A black girl suspended from school for wearing braids.
Yeah, in Massachusetts in the USA, 2 black girls were punished because they had braids. And because the school policy says they shouldn't put hair extensions, but according to them, like, it's culture, it's a black culture for them to have braids because that's the only way they can perm their hair. But the school suspended them from prom, suspended them from the national team, and the parents are saying it's racism. So they're actually attributing for the girls to have braids to racism, and that they're only favoring the white girls and not the black girls. So why should black girls not rock their black hair? That's what actually happened.
Thank you for that. Let's have a funny video. It's a funny video, eating competition. Just after that, we'll be concluding the program with Madame WALLA and Blanche BAILLY. Patrick, you prepare the Mimbayo video for us because we're going to conclude the program with that video. And then, Nadesh is going to come here to read the text messages. Let's watch this. Eating competition.
No, let's say I. No, guide
Is it high time we organize competitions like this?
No, I am my adage in one of my adages in life is all things in moderation. So I'm not a person of excesses.
Blanche.
Yes, like we should have it on OBU-SI.
the table is set.
Okay, you do that one. Thank you. We'll buy arrow and stuff and put here. No, I'll not go. Against me?
Yes.
I'll win you, Blanche. Don't you win me?
You sure?
Yeah.
You check something my skin on anything.
Okay, Nadesh, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
We have text messages.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, the first text message is from Chantal Goya. For me, it depends on the situation, whether dating or married. In case of lovers, it is a higher offense, and in marriage, there's nothing like rape. Dead rape should not be a lower offense because someone you've known for a while can't be raping you. A dead rape guy must be sentenced for life imprisonment. That's Joyce from Kumbo. Hello, greetings to you guys in the studio. Women have their sexual right, but being in a relationship or married means you have a responsibility. But dead rape is very bad. Innocent from Kumba. I greet you all in the studio.
Okay, let me check. If you stand like this, you see this your camera. Let's go.
Okay, thank you very much. Dead rape is a crime because it involves violence and pains, which can keep the victim psychologically and emotionally down for life. It's also punishable by law. That's Irene from Bamayo. Hi, Senator. Dead rape, rather, is not the way. Is not that way an offense, but it is something between husband and wife, or a boy and his girlfriend. Basil from Tombell. Good evening to you all. That is not rape. Christian from
Did rape to Chris is not rape.
That cannot be rape because she is my property.
Hey. How much have you paid?
Serious. Babe, you, that's Christian from Makenene. Rape is rape no matter the place or circumstances leading to it. All nasty rape. Conrad from Bamenda. It's Lydia VC. Is bad, but seriously, it's disgusting. Raping a dead person. Ew, it smells.
Out of topic.
Out of topic. D-A-T-E, not D-E-A-T-I-H.
Not dead.
Oh my God.
Hit, not dead.
I was too so the joke.
Out of topic.
Senator, rape is rape, and the punishment should be the same. That's Doris in Bamenda. Hi, it's Salome from Boya. Death. Oh, they are misinterpreting.
Just read, please. You're already there.
Death rape is one of the worst offense on earth. Because the victim is not only being raped but also murdered.
You're making the GC.
Yes, let's have that. After that, we'll have that funny picture. GC on promotion.
This one says, "Good morning, Senator.
Yeah.
You all at Canal 2 always make our day smile. Senator, CA, rape is rape. You should not take what does not belong to you by force, whether by date or not at all. All should be treated as an offense." Bernice and Denise from Kumba. "Good evening, Senator. I love this program. Rape is the act of forcing a male or a female to in-sex dominance, though it is common against women. Well, date rape should be judged with so much consideration because of the emotional connection. Good evening, Senator, to you lovely guys at the studio. I believe date rape rather is equal. Let the prefix date not deceive you. If a lady says no to sex, then
You take it by force. It's
then
rape.
respect her. If not, jailing is not an option. Because that's sexual harassment. Let guys learn to take things slow, for there's no honor in forced sex. I think date rape should have a lower offense. That's Sone from Kumba. Steph Noel from Bamenda says, all of them are sin and there is no greater sin. And lastly, good evening to you at the studio. Please tell Blanche I love her music. That's Dylan from Bafusam. That is
Dylan.
Dylan loves your
Thank
music.
you.
And there is also Gaddafi, who is watching us in Obala, who likes the way you speak. Bonsoir à vous. I don't want to read it in French. He's appreciating you.
Thank you.
Gaddafi.
Thank you,
in,
Gaddafi. Powerful name.
A powerful name. Good evening, Senator. I am simply Skem from Fontaine. I don't think it's a lover or if I should be handled differently because rape is rape, whether date or not. The last text message, it's a rape because the lady has been forced to do it. Okay, the person did not sign the message. Madam Walla, thank you so very much for coming to the program and answering, giving answers to our questions, our worries. If you have a last word to the Cameroonians, a message of hope,
Yes.
because you seem to tell them that there's a lot of hopelessness in the horizon.
No, I believe there is a lot of hope. You know, when there is strife, you find a way out, and it's usually you come out of strife stronger and better. But we must work at it. So my message to Cameroonians is that the country is obviously at a juncture where we are going to go in one direction or the other. And each of us as Cameroonians, whether you are political, I hear some people saying they are apolitical, which makes no sense to me because politics affects every area of your life. But as a Cameroonian, as a citizen in this country, now is the time. Join a group, join a political party, join an association, join a trade union. You see, the doctors are moving us forward with their action. Join a group and take a stand. Take a stand for yourself as a Cameroonian. Take a stand for our country. We have one of the most beautiful countries on earth. Let us seize our future, take hold of it, take control of it, and build the Cameroon we want.
Patrick, let's have that funny picture, or not even a funny picture, GCE on promotion. GCE on promotion, come and write for free. Tell your grandma, grandpa, uncle, cousins. Blanche, what do you say about this?
Come on.
Yes.
So they write Jumba.
Call your Jumba.
Seriously,
Yeah.
Cameroonians make a joke out of everything. Everything, and it's good.
But look serious, Madam Walla, since the minister went to Bamenda and said even those who did not register, they should allow them right. So it might be it's because after that statement that the person who did this came out with this. Since you're doing promotion, let me just help you do more promotion for the GC.
That is not a joke. It's a very political statement.
Yeah.
The person who wrote that is making a very, very political statement, because if you decide to joke around with your educational system, children have not gone to school for 6 months, you say they should come and write exams, you make the exams free, you are more concerned with appearances than with whether the children have been educated or not. I salute that Cameroonian for having taken a stand.
Please just take 20 seconds to answer this question.
Yes.
Don't you think your vice president is behaving like the way you behave when you were in the SDF? Like you did not...
not at all.
You did not want to follow the party lines?
Not at all. Let us be very clear. Yeah. I was one of the most active militants that the SDF has known. And you can verify that with my comrades. With my comrades, if you don't need, you can go to the chairman as well. 2, when I was out of sync with the party, I went to the party organs, I expressed myself, I had a special meeting, I had a face-to-face. I think I'm one of the few people in the SDS who had the courage to have a face-to-face with the chairman and to say, I disagree with you on this, this, and this. And I am going out now to express my personal opinion. Okay.
So you follow the procedures.
I followed the proper party procedures for all the time, and I'm very proud of my time in the SDF.
Just as a lady, what do you feel about the two major ladies who lost elections in France and United States?
Hillary Clinton and Marine Le Pen.
Oh, please don't compare Hillary Clinton and Marine Le Pen. First of all,
she's far right.
From apart from the fact that they are women, yes. I think we nobody votes for a woman. There are many women here. Nobody votes for a woman just because she's a woman. We vote for people because of the ideas they have, the capacity they have. I don't want anybody to vote for me just because I'm a woman. I think I'm capable of running the country, and that is why you should vote for me. So it is unfortunate. I think the Americans are feeling very much at this moment like they made a huge mistake voting Donald Trump. And I think that the French, surprisingly, but the French turned out to be very reasoned people and took the decision that they should have taken at that moment. So I think these are two different situations.
Okay, Blanche, we air your video to draw the curtains on the program, except you want to tell us what you think about the rape and date rape. Your take in some few words?
I think they are all rape.
Rape is rape. Blanche, this is your camera. Talk to your fans, and then a little a cappella. Let's have the video by you.
Oh my God, Cletus, you always do this to me. Come on. Yeah. Anyways, I want to thank everyone that's sharing Mimbayo, everyone that's supporting me. A big shout out to my fans, my manager, because that's the only team that I have, and to whoever I'm an idol to, you know. I just want you to know, if you have a dream, you have to focus and go for it, because that's what I've done, and I'm actually still driving through that part.
Tu danses. Give that thing that No, I'm not a singer.
He wants to sing my song so bad.
Tu
gonfles. Après tout ce temps qu'on a passé ensemble, maintenant tu gonfles.
It's Blanche on the hit.
Tu racontes sur moi, ouais, ok. Diffère de ce que tu racontais avant. On vous connaît. Et tu te crois le maître du monde, ça te monte dans la tête. Regardez-moi la sorcellerie. Na foyer d'un bateau. Si ma people est assez yawa dans gaso. Ici everyone was, see everyone. Na foyer d'un bateau. Chumba no be married, oh, Chumba no be married. Chumba no be married, oh, Chumba no be married.
Je suis un bailleur, c'est pas le soleil.
BAILLY, sache que c'était bon pour moi. Tu n'auras plus jamais un gars comme moi. Je pensais que j'avais trouvé l'âme sœur qui me tiendra le bras. Pourtant avec moi toi tu faisais le cinéma. J'avais décidé de t'aimer sans trembler. Malgré qu'à ton sujet les gens m'avaient tant parlé. Ça c'est le comble. Ça veut dire que si je n'étais pas Ming, on ne devait jamais être ensemble. WALLA was le faiseur. Tu étais là, tu m'embrouillais tout le temps. Tu disais disais m'aimer pour ma personne. Alors que sur ma tête tu avais déjà toi tes plans. Tu t'attendais à quoi avec ces attitudes de rongbier? Tu parles de sorcellerie, pourtant c'est toi la sorcière. C'est vrai je gonfle, mais moi au moins je voulais ton bien. Mieux